How many of you here had the opportunity to visit the Welcome Center already? And with a loud set of voices, did we hit the mark? Okay, so let's get our president, Meredith Burkage, and Garrett Johnson, our sales manager for North America, Canada, and the United States, out here to share with you exactly how you can book a tour. Ladies and gentlemen, Meredith and Garrett. Come on, people.
Stefani, that's coming in at 7, and then we have Maroon 5 coming in at 9.
Okay. So, remember we talked about innovation, and innovation is doing things differently, looking at things differently, and creating things differently. So again, how many of you have been in direct selling maybe somewhere else in the last 10 years? Lot of hands. A few of you. How many have you ever seen anything like what we're doing to give you a tour when they come to the home office? Never. To build belief, to be able to see the vision. Again, it isn't enough to talk about vision. It's enough to see vision. So Garrett, when we had all the people that came, what were some of the comments that you heard? Obviously, we've had 2 groups now come, Wave 1 and Wave 2 of our elite SPDs.
One of the favorite things I love watching is when people come in to take a look, is just to see the expression on their faces. It's incredible to see what the impact that this is having on them as they see it. And some of the comments are that it's unlike anything they've ever seen before. We've even had a chance, as we're doing some interviews for some new employees, to explain to them what we're doing, and they're blown away. They're very excited to want to be on our team because of that.
Absolutely. And so what Jim alluded to this, which is there are multiple reasons why you might want to bring people to Utah to get to see this experience. And number one is because when people are checking out a new company, sometimes they like to see the vision, they like to really kick the tires and know this is a real company, this is a brick and mortar company. And so this gives them an opportunity for you to bring them to us to have that experience. And because we have the Epic unit there, you can have leaders from around the world, or even David Schmidt perhaps, actually zoom in, beam in to the Epic unit and have a conversation from the stage in the energy room that we have built to accommodate up to 85 people for training. So number one, it could be that group of people, okay, that are coming to really learn more. What else do you think that they could be using it for, Garrett?
There's a lot of different ways. You could be bringing new people in to be able to experience LifeWave for the very first time on a smaller group, where we have a smaller conference room that they can bring people in to experience on a smaller group, where they can talk and understand what things are all about. And certainly we have our corporate team there to also help support in that, so we can help come and talk with your team as well.
Exactly. And so as people are getting started, sometimes you may find that they really are at that level where they've made it to the first few ranks and they're starting to build and grow their business, but you really see all of this potential in there. And you look inside of them, you go, this person has so much more than what's being, given to LifeWave right now, and you want to inspire and help grow their belief in the business. And so maybe that's a time to bring them then, because they can see, again, they can meet some of us, they can come to meet the corporate team, but then also they can really experience the vision of David Schmidt and where we're going for the next 20 years. So here is the reality of it right now, because there was a whole group of people that were saying, we want to come, we're in country, we'd love to stop by. So we've been trying to, book as many people as possible to come through over, right before this event and then now right after this event. But going forward, we wanted to have a very organized way to make sure that we could book your reservations to honor your time, your team's time. So Garrett, could you tell them just a little bit more about what they need to do to book their tours?
Awesome. Well, it's me and my team that's going to be able to help make sure that these tours are booked and ready for you, so that you can have the best possible experience when you and your teams come to our office. So number one, we're going to ask to begin with that the only people who will be able to register to come and for themselves or their teams to be our SPDs. Now, that doesn't mean the SPD has to come. It just means that they're the ones that have to help us register their people for these things. So again, anybody can come and visit. We just want our SPDs to be the one initially to be able to book those tours. Number two, we're going to ask you to book them at least 2 weeks in advance of the time that you're going to come. That way we can make sure all of our staff are there, that we can make sure that if you want one of our corporate executives or someone to come and do that tour with your team, we can make sure everyone's there and available. So that's going to be an important part of it so that we can make sure you have the best experience possible. Third, we want to make sure that once you do get that in, that we can verify and let you know within about 48 hours from that time that you'll be able to come in on those dates and everything will work. And if for some reason those dates don't work, we'll be able to adjust at that point and work through that with you. For the time being as well, Tuesday through Thursday from about 10 o'clock a.m. to 2 p.m. are going to be the times available for people to come in. Now, if something happens and you have only one day or something like that on a Monday or on a Friday, you have to do it at that time, we can work things out. But we're really trying to keep it within those times, just so again, we can make sure that we have the staff and everyone prepared and ready for you.
Thank you, Garrett. And again, we put these in place not to be restrictive, but we want it to run smoothly. And because this is new for us, we just kind of want to get into that rhythm before we start broadening it out. So again, Garrett, thank you for mentioning that. You don't have to be an SPD to come, but what you need to do is just go through your SPD for those original bookings, just so that we can make sure that we manage the expectations and do an amazing, great job. Again, honoring your time and your commitment to come and see us. So we also wanted to, just on a small scale, as again, we're ramping up to this incredible opportunity to build belief and to share the vision, is that we wanted to reach out to those of you that may be working for SPD right now and have just a short contest to, again, we're going to be having so many amazing ways to earn trips. You heard a little bit about the red carpet. I mean, we've got lots going on in 2025. And so as we get into January, I know most of you will be registering. I hope all of you will be registering for the upcoming Vision 2025 virtual conference in January. We'll talk more about that in a moment. But the reality is that as you're thinking ahead, we thought, well, we could collectively have a group from North America to get started, just to kind of ramp up and start to get seasoning on what it's going to be like to have fly-ins, what it's going to be like to have red carpet events at the home office. So what better way to go ahead and just launch a little contest. And now this, again, is for people running for SPD right now. So presidential directors is a good time for you to kind of take note. But be thinking about it because, again, we're just getting everything ready, and it's great to have small groups to sort of work with this. So our very first rank advancement promotion, the qualification will be when you rank advance to be paid as presidential director as you start working up, and then you're going into SPD. The qualification period will be when you rank advance in November, in December, in January for North America. Right now, the 3 countries, we're going to start out this way, and then we're going to broaden it globally. But this is the beginning. The new ranks, you just need to maintain it 4 out of those 12 weeks, or months. So what that basically means is if you come and sign up and you make it, and wow, I'm an SPD in December, you'll still have time to hit 4 out of those 12 weeks. Do not have to be consecutive to make sure that you maintain. You'll be getting a trip for 2 to come. So what that means is we are on this trip allowing you to bring somebody from your downline. So if you have a leader, you want to build their belief, you can go ahead and bring them along with you. That'll be up to you as leaders. We're going to pamper you, spoil you. We're going to tour you around a little bit, and we're going to let you experience the Welcome Center. So that just kind of gives you a little bit of an idea, and there is a very great communication coming out on Sunday night that is going to outline everything, all of these announcements that you're getting with links to qualifications, links to communications. Our communication team has been working diligently to have this ready for you. So if you don't have your camera to take a snap, know this is coming. And I hope that every one of you in this room will use, this has been built for you. Please use the Welcome Center. Enjoy the Welcome Center. It is your home. This is your home, our global HQ. So we hope you will come see us often, that you will bring team members, prospects, rising stars, so that we can share our heart and our appreciation so that they can become even a bigger, viable part of our LifeWave community. Any other thoughts?
Who's going to come to our office and experience the LifeWave Center?
Please come and see us. All right, everybody, thank you very much.
Thank you.